Hey, it is open house season. Guess what? Open house season is year round. So no matter when you're watching this, it's going to be a vital tool for you to know how to set up for an open house. First and foremost, get as much information as you can from the listing agent if you yourself are not the listing agent. Reach out to them and find out as much as you can. Ask them, what's a good time? Is it best to text, call, or email you? Just wanted to make sure I have some background so that I can help you best sell this home this weekend. And I'll tell you folks, we have seen it again and again where agents are going to open houses, writing contracts on those homes and getting their offers accepted. So you want to make sure that you are fully prepared to answer questions when you go into the open house. Make sure you arrive early, get a good night's sleep, and be excited. Show up. Once that 1 o'clock hour hits, you open that door, boom, baby, it is show time. Think of it as every single client, every person that walks through is a potential client. So first and foremost, definitely reach out to that listing agent. A good tool to have is a comparable sheet. So whether you're pulling a full CMA for the property and having a basic knowledge about what the comparable sales are in the area, or having a printout from the MLS stating these are the comparable prices in this neighborhood, it's a good way for you to mention, oh yeah, here we are at 123 Main Street, but did you know that 133 Main Street sold a year ago and it sold, for this price, but it didn't have this. So it helps you talk up the listing that you're at. So pulling comps, definitely important. Check what other nearby open houses there are. You want to seem like the info master, like you know everything about this neighborhood. Even if you've never stepped foot in this neighborhood before, do your research beforehand. You'll thank yourself later. So check out nearby open houses, have a few jotted down that are similar to the one that you're at. Give that client your card and let them know, hey, I know that you're here at 123 Main Street. I've got another listing that I saw down the road. I'm going to write down the address on my card here. You let me know if you have any other questions once you tour that open house. So yes, you are sending them to another open house, but they now have your card and you were the agent that gave them that information. What a huge tool, right? They'll definitely think of you as they're walking up to the property. Oh, they'll think about you. They'll have that card in hand and it'll make a memorable impression. A couple of these things that I've already said, I've learned in scripts. Anytime that we are client facing, we want to make sure that we are a well-oiled machine and that we are well spoken. So make sure that you go get some open house scripts. Train yourself to memorize these open house scripts because truly it is showtime once you're at that open house. I created the first 4 years of my business based on open houses. And oh my gosh, it was incredible because you're meeting people. You are out there belly to belly with the consumer. It's such a warm lead instead of a different kind of lead that we may be receiving. Now, we've asked the agent for any additional information. Hopefully, they have got disclosures ready to go. Before going to that open house, do yourself the favor. Find out what inspections have been done. Read through the TDS and SPQ. Have they made any remodels? This is going to be critical information for you to seem like you know everything that there is to know about this home. And once you've reviewed these disclosures, if this client does want to write an offer on this specific home, boom, you'll already be well versed in the disclosures already. Now, the MLS sheet is something that I literally hold to my chest. I print out an MLS sheet. I make notes on the back of the MLS sheet. And yes, I do print the confidential notes. That's why I hold it so close by. So I have a full sheet with the MLS information. I've written down notes from the disclosure, main speaking points, of course. And then you can also keep track of who is coming into the property by putting little hash marks on that MLS sheet. The way that you're going to do this is you're going to go to the MLS and you're going to print out whichever MLS sheet you like to use. For me, I like to use the agent report on, and I use the Contra Costa, Max MLS. I know Bay East has a really great page too. Basically, it's just a full page of notes on everything that's on the MLS, plus your disclosures, brief notes on those and things like this. You can also put in here, if there's a really cool coffee shop, when you were driving around looking at the neighborhood, if you notice that there's a park not even a block up the street, write down little things like this beforehand. Now, in preparing to go to your open house, of course, I've already mentioned, get a good night's sleep, be ready, be fresh. Please try to arrive a little early. Get set up, set out your waters, set out your QR codes, make sure every light is on, things like this. Close the door before you open it back up to anyone else. Have a moment of Zen for yourself to get set up, to be on. And before you let anyone in, make sure that you've just got yourself grounded and ready to go. Do you have your MLS sheet? Is everything looking good? Do I have the garage door unlocked? Am I fully prepared to care for every consumer that walks in through that door? Now, setting out open house signs is something that we used to do, and Kenny has graciously given us that task to be handed off to someone. So you want to make sure that you've got your open house signs set up too. I mean, think about it. You don't want to show up to your open house sweaty after setting out open house signs, opening the door frantically. Okay, gosh, okay, now I'm ready. Okay, oh shoot, people are already coming in. I don't even have all the lights on. Don't do that to yourself. Get there early, set up, have a moment of Zen, make sure that you are just game face and ready to go. So we used to have sign-in sheets. I'm sure some agents still do have sign-in sheets, and that's perfectly all good and well. I like to have QR codes, and you can watch our video on QR codes as well. Something that I really, really love to share with consumers is list reports. So this is listreports.com. They provide a really cool infographic tool so that folks can see what's around. So yes, you've already gone through the neighborhood. You've already driven by the neighborhood to see Pinion Park up the road. You've already walked to see or driven to see that there's a hiking trail nearby. You can even go onto Yelp and see, ooh, I've got one $4 sign restaurant. Let's find out what that one is. And then schools in the area. These are good info sheets to have around as well, or you can link these up to your link tree and folks can go there as well. So that's setting up for open houses. Make sure that you've reviewed your scripts before you go. Make sure that you are ready to be on. Make sure that you tell friends and family, hey, I'm at an open house. Come by and see me. It's fun for people to see you in action. Plus, you never know which friend and family member might be looking for their next home or might be ready to get their home on the market. If you have any additional questions about how to host an open house, how to prep for an open house, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help. Thank you.